What's up? We are back with more Cowboy Bebop. This is episode 18, getting closer and closer to the end of this series. I'm very excited to watch more. Last episode I remember was the Ed and Ein mushroom episode where there was like drug deals with mushrooms. It was a cool episode. I really liked it. I liked focusing on Ed. I mean, it felt like the kind of episode that in another show I wouldn't care about as much because it's like, oh, it's just focusing on this one character going on like this adventure where there's even like not that much dialogue necessarily and stuff, like at least with Ed. But Cowboy Bebop makes it work really nicely where I do end up enjoying it a lot, you know? So yeah, that was great and awesome. And yeah, we got only, you know, 18, 19, 20, 9 more episodes or so of Cowboy Bebop to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more, but especially seeing how this series like starts to wrap up towards the end. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere near wrapping up now, but you know, in the last 3 or 4 episodes, I wonder what it's gonna start to do. I also, isn't there like a Cowboy Bebop movie? This is another thing where I just thought about this. It's like me thinking about Samurai Champloo or whatever a few videos ago. I just realized there's a Cowboy Bebop movie, isn't there? So is that like a thing I should watch? I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's like required viewing, if it's like an actual canon part of the series, or if people like it. I really don't know. So let me know. But yeah, let's jump into episode 18. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm a small channel, so it really helps me out. And go to my Patreon account for full-length reactions and early access. You can get the next episode on there right now in full-length version. I also have a One Piece channel called Jent Watches One Piece that you can check out as well. Here we go, episode 18 of Cowboy Bebop. You are betting on horses, Faye, aren't ya? And you're gonna lose miserably because, of course. Don't be happy. You're gonna lose. She lost, didn't she? Speak like a child. She's gonna be pissed off.
As a reward, it was like a palace, and they gave him a big welcoming party.
This is cute.
Women.
I haven't eaten bream or halibut in a long while.
It's cute. Jet just telling her stories.
And as a keepsake, he was given the tamate bako chest with a treasure inside.
I haven't seen any treasure in a long time.
That's true.
You two are so...
I should give up the ponies.
Yes. Yes, you should. Stop gambling the small amount of money you have away. You're all constantly poor.
What? Where did that come from, huh?
Special delivery for you.
Whoa.
Well, I didn't know.
I had no choice but to accept it and pay your tab. Hmm? Hey, hold on!
Oh my god.
She's a busy girl, huh?
Is this
Collection
another
for the
episode
Life Extension
where
Agency?
Faye's not gonna be with us?
Oh, there's just too many people who want a piece of me. Time for Faye's famous disappearing act.
Yep, she's good at running away.
I'll just return it to the freight company and tell them I want my money back. I'll say it was a mistake. Hold it, Spike! No.
Too curious.
Spike!
Huh.
The videotape? Is it a sex tape that Faye's part of?
What the hell is it?
What the fuck? Don't pull it out the tape!
Ticking like it's about to blow?
Oh, I guess they don't know what a VHS tape is.
Forward it again. This thing's been passed around the entire
Stop
solar
pulling the
system.
tape out.
Due to the explosion of the lunar gate.
No.
Oh, apparently it's something called a videotape.
Yes.
In fact, from days gone by.
It's crazy me
Ran off
knowing
without
more than the
a clue.
characters.
So the real value of a treasure like this can't be determined by looking at it.
It's
You'd be
funny, give it-
surprised how much you can sell this
Give
stuff
it
for
50
sometime.
years, and this is how people will be with VHS.
Anyway, if
I know
it
people
comes to
say kids
COD
these
charges,
days don't
I'll
know
be
what
happy.
VHSs are, but
Excuse me.
I think people underestimate kids these days.
To be honest, sis, I was worried about it too. But now I'm sure we're fine.
What is this he's
I'm
watching?
here with my own twin sister.
Twin brother.
Well, I
The
gotta start
dialogue.
work, right?
Century TV was the best. On the other
Executive
hand,
was
they're
spelled
so boring,
wrong.
it's pitiful. Hey, you can't do that.
Don't smoke?
Cigarette, man.
Yeah.
Don't you realize you don't know anything?
Hey! What the fuck's wrong with you?
Hey, nice one here. What do you have against me?
We've got nothing against you, pal.
It's a miracle. It's all in one piece. A miracle.
Well, we pulled out the tape a bit, but...
It's beta and VHS. The beta cassettes were taking much space. Still frame and slow-mo were almost
Stop
always free.
breaking
And since
things,
beta had
Spike.
high quality, it's just the beginning of the tragic history of beta.
No need to tell it all.
Oh, me on a roll.
Aw, he was really enjoying
Are you
telling
gonna
people.
buy it or
What if it is a sex tape? It's gonna be weird to watch it here. Okay. It's like a found footage horror movie. Oh, it's for a girl. Could be a guy, but most likely a girl.
so?
There we go.
Is that Faye? Is that like a young Faye? Because she doesn't know her past, right? So this is actually...
The tape is messed up.
It's info on her past. Don't stop it. Spike. Oh my god. Oh my god, Spike.
It's not?
He's so frustrating.
My ship works better when I kick it.
I know. I thought that would be his
Just
reason.
don't.
You are refusing to take responsibility for breaking my machine.
Well, yeah.
How about your
You guys should
responsibility
take
for ruining my
responsibility.
video? We'll call it even for my tape.
No way!
Crazy. I'm gonna find out what's on that tape if it kills me.
Oh my gosh. Are we going to Tokyo?
Yes! I did it!
Okay.
I wonder if all this time those guys were just sucking up my luck.
Now, cut your losses, take the money, and go. She's not gonna cut her losses. Oh my god.
Hello? Anybody?
Oh, looks like she did take her money and
Hey,
go.
it's me. Hello? Earth? What? You just took off for Earth and left me behind?
You left, bitch. You can't just leave without saying anything and then expect them to stick around for you. I love Faye. I love how selfish she is. Genuinely, that's not me being sarcastic. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a nightmare. Jesus. Oh, they are uncomfortable. Stop. Everything's breaking. That pipe's gonna break as well. Oh, it didn't. Nice. They have to slide down the rails because the stairs aren't there anymore. Stop holding him down. Oh!
There's some real Gujo.
I hate that.
That makes me.
Ugh. She's still... Oh my god. How many...
Well, nothing I could have done. Races are all luck anyway.
Yeah, so you should have... Oh my god. She's gonna go back with nothing. I mean, I expected as much, but... Nice. Wait, but... How do they get that out of there? It looks like a lot of those ways they were going were like one-way trips.
The size.
What about it?
It's a different
Go in.
kind. This is like
Harder.
this is a beta one, not a VHS.
You got a VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It won't play beta.
Maybe you should have been listening to the guy when he was ranting the whole time.
Oh, hello. It's me. I mean,
Nope.
like scary guys who scream stuff like...
Pay me back, get even, tape, munch, munch, grind, grind. Disappointed and sad.
Listen, Ed, I guess if they're that lonely without me, no choice. I'm coming back to the ship.
Yay. She didn't wait for a reply, she just hung up.
What? Another package for that wench? I won't accept it. Take it back. Ugh.
He always opens it right away.
This sure is a lot of packaging.
Ah!
Is it a tape player?
Beta!
Yeah,
You
good.
can see the tape with this?
Well, she's gonna be here to watch her own sex tape. I shouldn't say that. It's her childhood, right?
If you want to watch, you have to pay the COD charges. 31,500 wulong.
That makes sense.
All right, then I won't see it.
Okay, see ya. But you have to leave the ship. She's gonna be watching from
picture.
afar.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, look, what's that?
Is that Singapore? It had the lions. I knew she was gonna be watching, you stupid. Aww.
Well, we all decided that we'd send ourselves a message 10 years in the future.
Aww.
You guys don't laugh.
Wait, this is cute.
This is making me feel really shy.
Oh, it's animated really well.
Good morning. Wait.
That's so cute.
Seem like they're brand new and fresh this morning.
This is
Every
adorable.
cell in a way it's almost impossible to imagine.
Yeah.
Am I alone, or is there a wonderful person next to me?
There are
Me,
people.
I'm sure. Remember, I'll always be cheering you on.
Oh.
Now a big cheer from my heart.
She's so sweet.
Let's
How did she become who she is now?
go! Lose! Don't lose me! Do your best! Do your best! Go me! Yay!
Oh God.
I'm here, but I'm here today, self.
I fucking love that. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Woohoo, boy. Oh, that made me cry. Whoo. Jeez. Of course, it's Faye stuff that's gonna get me to cry. Of course it is. I mean, whew. I really like stuff like that. Like it's it's funny because like if you've seen my channel before, if you've seen my videos before, you know, generally if you watch my videos for a small amount of time, you'll eventually see me cry because I'm not exactly someone who holds back my tears. I cry a decent amount, right? I have a playlist on this channel called Videos Where I Cry, in which this video might actually be the 100th or 101st. I think it might be the 100th video in that playlist because I added something recently and I think it got to 99. So this might be the 100th video that I cry in on this channel. Or at least that I put in the playlist. Maybe I've forgotten to put some in the playlist or whatever. But anyway, point is, I've talked about this before, but things that tend to make me cry normally like not sad moments necessarily, but just emotional ones. Like, especially if they're like really happy or adorable. Like those are the moments that really get me. Like moments of just like pure emotion that isn't sadness, because sadness tends to just make me like shocked into submission. Like I don't know how to react to it. But something like this where it's like I don't even know what this emotion is. It's like nostalgia. It's I mean it is sad because it's like this is an aspect of Faye's that she doesn't remember. Like this is part of her that she can't recall. But it's also like really heartwarming. Like firstly that she gets to see this. You know, she wanted to know about her past, or at least we want to know about her past. And And this is a way for her to find out just that little bit about her past. She got like an ancient relic from that. And the other part about it is that it's heartwarming just because like this is who Faye was. Like she was just such a sweet person. Cause I mean like them having the fun little idea to we'll make a video for ourselves in 10 years or whatever. It's just like a fun classic thing to do. But then she's just like really nice to herself. I really love that about it where she's like I think she's like, well, what I'm gonna need in 10 years is someone to pump me up. I'm gonna need someone on my side and to make sure that like it's just I think that's adorable. So I loved that. I absolutely loved that. Like it was a fun episode leading up to that point. You know, but I was thinking like halfway through like, oh, there's not a crazy amount going on, like, but I knew pretty early on because we see that clip and that it's Faye's, that it's like you can see Faye's hair kind of, like when they first look at the tape. So I was like, okay, so it's gonna be based around Faye. It's like, it's gonna give us a bit of a backstory or whatever. But I didn't think it was gonna be like it was gonna hit me that hard. I thought we were just gonna get a little bit of lore. So I was thinking halfway through the episode, like, yeah, this is an alright episode, but they're going and getting a tape thing or whatever, and it's just doing some weird, silly, heisty, shenanigan type stuff, right? And it was fun, but I was thinking like, yeah, it's just might be a kind of a forgettable episode or whatever. But the ending of that made that oh boy, it's one of my favorite scenes in the whole show so far. Is it my favorite scene in the whole show? Going through in my head. Yeah, probably. I can't think of anything else that I find stronger than that. Oh, yeah. That might be my favorite part of the show so far. That was really, really beautiful. And then, yeah, I'm looking at my notes. It is kind of fun that it's like, a VHS tape or a beta tape, technically, and but I'm just gonna call it a VHS tape. I know it's technically wrong, but it's like easier for me. And it's fun because VHS tapes, like it's something that we as viewers know about, especially when this came out, like 1990, whatever. Like VHS tapes were still a big thing then, right? 1998, because like maybe they weren't quite a big thing. When did DVDs come out? Like when were DVDs popular? I feel like DVDs were popular in like at the start of the 2000s, but maybe it was like around the 90s. DVDs. When did DVDs become popular? By 2002, households had no need to buy blank VHS tapes, and so yeah, I guess yeah, in the 2000s. So when this was coming out, like this episode, maybe DVDs were like starting to kind of like come out, but generally VHS tapes were still the main thing. So but this episode kind of works like it's kind of timeless because in this show they're like an ancient technology, I think that's really cool how it's like in this show VHS tapes are considered an ancient technology, and like at the time this was coming out, that's kind of like a fun little sci-fi joke, like, oh look, it's far in the future and this is just considered to be archaic. But now watching it in 2024, VHS tapes are kind of archaic, It's like I don't know if anyone that I know owns a VHS player, I think we technically do somewhere in this house, but especially not one that's in a place where they would be able to access it super easily. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, something cool about this episode is they explain it, you know, like they explain what it is. They don't just assume you know what it is, which makes it more timeless, because in the future, like let's say it's 2080 or whatever, you're watching Cowboy Bebop and they start talking about this tape and you'll just be like, what the fuck is that? Like, I've got no idea what that is. And then the characters in it will just explain what it is and you'll be like, oh, that's a cool concept that Cowboy Bebop made up, and then they find out later that it's actually a real thing. I know some people will say like, oh, well, actually kids today absolutely will have no idea what a VHS tape is. And that might be true for you know, some of them, and then some of them will know what it is, because a lot of the time popular culture tends to make you more aware of, you know, older stuff. Like most people will know what vinyl is, but that's kind of different because vinyl is still kind of collected, I guess, and but because it's sort of used a lot in popular media, like you'll see people like putting vinyl on, right? Then kids today learn what it is. It's a music player, right? It's just a big CD, which they'll have to learn what that is as well. So you know, in the same way, I'm sure. Like, I feel like when I was a kid, there was a lot of people made assumptions of like I acted like I didn't know anything that was older than when I was alive. Like people would be like, oh, it's I guess that you could use the example of vinyl, like, oh, vinyl is this thing, and I'm like, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know I'm not dumb. And so I don't want to make the same assumptions for kids now as well. But I lived through the time of VHS only a little bit. It wasn't like a major part of my life, but I know that we had this Space Jam VHS tape. We had, I think we had Harry Potter. I think. Does that make sense? I feel like we had a Harry Potter VHS. I can't remember if it was either that or that was like one of our early DVDs. At the time, we didn't know Harry Potter was written by a transphobe. Yeah, we had a Space Jam one. That's the main VHS that I can remember. And then we also stored our home movies and stuff on VHS, which makes me, you know, sometimes I think about our little like home movies, videos of me when I was a kid and stuff, and it's like they're somewhere on VHS. I don't know if they're digitized anywhere, so it would be hard to get access to those things, you know. But there are some good clips in there. But yeah. Anyway, I need to go cry because I'm thinking about the Faye video again. So thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length, early access, and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.